Now we'll talk about patent classification. It's important to understand classifications so that you know the context of your invention. The classification system is used around the world to help classify or categorize patents. The USPTO has a helpful system for navigating it, but you could also see it in action on Google Patents. The first classification seems pretty relevant to my invention, but let's look at some others. Now I can see more classifications. I read through those to see whether my invention might fall into those classifications. This will help me search in a different field of the invention. So you'll definitely want to search in as many fields of the invention as you can. Which brings us to the USPTO. We approach things very differently when searching the US Patent Office website. You might ask, why use the USPTO site when you can do everything on Google Patents? Well, Google Patents gets everything it knows from the USPTO, and the USPTO updates before Google Patents does. Also, the USPTO helps you do your search in the right context. Doing just a keyword search could send you down the wrong path in the forest of patents, and you could waste a lot of time going down the wrong path. For instance, a term may have a different meaning in a separate field. Consider two types of mouse. The Patent Office classification system sets you on the right path when searching for prior art. So let's try that. We'll narrow our search by classification. The Patent Office has a handy guide for this. First, go to the USPTO website at uspto.gov. In the upper right, you'll see a search field. In this example, we're searching the classification, or schemes, for a household water filter. You'll remember that the Cooperative Patent Classification System, or CPC, is a worldwide system of categorizing patents. So we would type CPC scheme water filter. This shows me the various schemes that my water filter could be part of. I'll choose an appropriate scheme and search under each one. Here's a good one. When I click on that, I get all the subcategories of that scheme as well. Now we'll scan these sub-classifications to find the most relevant classification. Dot indents bring us to a more specific level. More dots, more specific. Here's a good one. Now I'll use this classification to do a more contextually relevant search. To do that, first I make a note of it. I'll copy it. Then I'll go to the search window of the USPTO. I'll open a new tab on my browser and go to uspto.gov again. Here on the right, under Quick Links, I'll choose the Patents tab. Then I'll click on PatFT, which stands for Patents, Full Text. This is the nexus of patent searching, so you might want to bookmark it. Here's the basic patent search window. Under Term 1, I'll paste or type in my CPC scheme. Then I'll click Search. This returns only 315 patents. That's a far cry from the 1,000 patents I got through my Google Patents search. The big difference here is that it puts my search in context. It gives me a bird's-eye view of the field of my invention. As I browse through these titles, I get an idea about those that are closer to my invention. At this point, I'll go back and further limit my search by adding a keyword. So to do that, I hit my back button, and I add a keyword. Great, that brings it down to only 10 patents. Remember, you don't want to go crazy here with keywords, or you might limit your search too narrowly. Now we'll read through and save some prior art. So I'm just clicking on those that I think are close to my invention. I'm also looking at the images. You can write down the patent numbers or save them any way you like. I like to save my chosen patents to another tab in my browser and then bookmark them all at once. Okay, now we'll do the same search, but this time we'll search all the patent applications. Remember, any published patent application is also considered prior art. And also remember, it does not have to be a patent to be considered prior art. There are many types of prior art. So let's go back and search patent applications. I'll go back to that tab on my browser. This time I'll choose the patent application full text database. It gives me a similar search window. I'll type in my scheme again. I'll remove the spaces and then hit search. Okay, that gives me 216 patent applications in the classification of my patent. I think I'd like to limit that a bit, so I'll go back and I'll add a limiting keyword. Very good, only 25 patents. I can browse through these and save the ones that are similar. Now we have a nice portfolio of similar patents and similar patent applications. Why don't we recap here? First, we did a prior art search of products by a simple web search. We used Amazon to look for products that are similar to our invention. Then we did a keyword search using Google Patents. We saved the relevant ones. Then we did a classification search at the USPTO website, and we used that classification to find really relevant patents. And then we did the same search in the USPTO's patent application database. There's one more place to look in our prior art search, and that's the rest of the world.